What it do, y'all? We back with another episode of Wrestling with Xotics. It's your boy, the franchise kid, franchise Jerry, and I got my dog with me.
I think I need a Fiji water.
And today we're going to be talking about some key moments from last week's Monday Night Raw. First match of the night, we're not really going to get too much into, but Finn Balor gets a win over Rey Mysterio. Of course, thanks to the help of Dominic Mysterio. Our thoughts are pretty much the same on that. We overseeing Rey fight his son. That shit is out. Should have been done with at WrestleMania. And we also don't need to see Rey losing to any more members of the Judgment Day.
Tired of seeing that. No matter how tough Damian Priest is.
Before Raw actually got started, though, Lita was attacked backstage. She was supposed to be defending her tag team title belt with Becky Lynch tonight against Raquel and Liv Morgan. But since she was taken out, Trish Stratus will be taking her place, and we'll have more on that later on. But this is how the tag team should have started, in my opinion, because it's clear as day Lita is washed, and we never looked at Lita better than Trish. And I felt like the best pairing would have been Trish and Becky.
Honestly. Or just keep it the old schools. It could have been Trish and Lita as tag team champions. It didn't need to be an integration of new and old, because that just threw everything off and made it 10 times worse. Because why the fuck does Becky want a team with any of these old broads to do anything?
Right, when she was just hell bent on trying to get a World Women's Championship. Doesn't really make sense in my opinion. With all that being said, the second match of the night was featuring Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus versus Raquel and Liv Morgan. This was probably the worst tag team match I've ever seen in my entire life. Becky and Trish were botching moves left and right, and it was clear as day that the chemistry was off. I did like how this match ended, though, and that's with Liv Morgan and Raquel picking up the win.
Yeah, it was a much needed victory, man. I really feel like at this point, that whole Becky Trish Lita thing was getting to wits end. Just like I predicted, she turned on them because she was like, wait a minute, I was bigger star than you, bitch, when we were actually young and active in this shit. And you, all right, I'm not as good a wrestler as you are, but I had the charisma. I was running the division. I didn't need no star power, and I didn't have to go by the man, and I was running this shit. Being a female, so through and through. So I feel like Trish just had enough of that. But I'm interested to see how this plays out. Yeah, that was a much needed victory for them, man. They needed that desperately.
For sure, bro. I'm happy that they put an end to this title reign that should have never been started. I am hyped on Liv Morgan, though, I must say. They're building her up correctly, bro. She's already a former women's world champion, and on top of that, now she's the current world tag team women's champion. They're doing a good job with her, bro, and everything that I say that she's going to do, she does it. Most of all, I'm hyped that she took time out to work on herself. She lost weight and she figured out who she actually was in the ring and was able to get everyone behind her. And I feel like that one Extreme Rules match that she had with Ronda really opened that door for her. Like she realized, okay, I got to turn it up. I got to take this shit to another level. And I hope Alexa Bliss is watching this because this is easily what she can be on. This is what she's supposed to be on. You know what I mean? I feel like that's why they got her off camera right now because they're trying to revert her back to the goddess. Because I feel like her being with Bray Wyatt is killing her career overall. I will say though, I think Liv Morgan and Raquel is a perfect representation of those tag belts. Because I really don't see anyone taking those off of them for a minute. You know what I mean? At the same time, I didn't expect this reign with Becky and Lita to be so short. But like I said earlier, I'm happy it's to an end. And now I'm hyped to see Liv Morgan and Raquel defend those belts against Ronda and Shayna Baszler. I feel like that match is going to go crazy, and Liv Morgan is going to get some payback against Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Hopefully, Ronda gets better booked in these upcoming months.
After the match, Trish Stratus turned on Becky Lynch, and this I didn't really understand. At the same time, I didn't want to see Trish come back in WWE, write her as bitter, and now she has to be buried by Becky Lynch. That was just something I didn't need. You know what I mean? I want to see Trish Stratus go out on a high note if she is going to go out. You know what I'm saying? But by Trish turning on Becky, I feel like she's just salty that Becky didn't choose her to win those belts with. And she's pretty much just trying to show her, like, you know, I'm better than Lita, right?
Yeah.
Held that women's title longer, first, all that. Did it better, looked better. Got Lita beat in all aspects, and you choose her, and she's damn near as washed as Jimmy Uso. What did you think about all that transpired at the end of this match, bro?
I called it on the previous podcast. I said Trish is gonna turn on them because she's sick of them. It's all body language, you know. And I think Trish just tired of like playing second fiddle to people who she had more star power than Lita when she was actually actively in the WWE at the same time as Lita. And then I know Becky's a better wrestler per se, but Trish still had more star power than her. It took a lot of WWE marketing Becky a certain type of way just because she had a bloody nose just to get over. Trish naturally got over, and even then, when she had to take wrestling more seriously because she wanted to make a leap and wanted to be looked more than just be sexualized, she still was did it more on her own.
Yes, Trish is the revolution. It really started with her because she was all like, okay, I'm not about to just come out here with my tits out trying to entertain y'all. I'm about to wrestle, and
Yeah.
I'm about to really win this women's title. So that's why I always say Trish is the GOAT. And that's also why I say I didn't want to see her be put in this position. Up next, we got Paul Heyman being asked pretty much the same question that he's been avoiding for weeks now, and that's, can you explain Brock Lesnar's actions against Cody Rhodes? Paul is like, yeah, question answered. Now ask me something better. Like, what's up with Solo versus Kevin Owens tonight? And I felt like that, again, that was a good response by Paul Heyman. Because if he would have said anything else other than, yeah, well, Roman would have been looking at him like, how you know all that? Or what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Why do you think Paul Heyman doesn't really want to answer that question?
He just doesn't want to deal with Roman Reigns coming for him, thinking that he's not actually being special counsel on the wise man. He's being an advocate again. So I can understand. I can commend Paul for doing that because he's just trying to stay out the way. As far as him talking about Solo, I like seeing him work with Solo because it's like low key. This is good for Solo. Getting that necessary exposure, and even he's not gonna make the wrong move because he has Paul Heyman good. Suddenly telling him before the camera comes on.
Yeah, Solo's now kind of a Paul Heyman guy,
Yeah,
huh? Yeah, that's
it's a,
pretty cool.
it's at
Usually,
least
what comes out of that is a
it's
championship.
success. So he's slowly doing that. And I don't think he's gonna go with the Usos because he's gonna create his own path. And even if that means even when they do try to turn on Roman, he's not gonna be a part of it.
Yeah, the way it's looking right now, it looked like Solo already chose his side. I feel like Roman took him to the side and was like, look, man, you see what I did to the Usos? They had championships and they held it over a year, damn near 2 years. You can easily be on the same shit if you rock with me. Now, you know that they might try to turn on me. I need to know that you're going to have my back. If you got my back, I'm going to make sure when I get out of here, they treat you right. And you're not going to go down like Umaga did. You actually going to go out with maybe one of these.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what comes for this storyline, man. Roman hasn't even fully addressed him yet, and I love how they like delicately unraveling this story because it's
Hmm.
about to end, but it's just so funny. I can't wait to see the confrontation between the two of them. Like,
Yeah.
why are you avoiding us? Why are you telling Paul you're not here?
Yeah. And notice how they've been calling Jay main event Jay
Jay,
Uso a lot lately. As of lately, they've been calling him that shit a lot. So that's hinting Jay's about to be on his own and Jimmy is about to be on his way out the door because I think WWE sees it like we see it. Jimmy is washed, boy. He was on camera with his stomach out. How you Jay's twin and you don't look like the twin at all? Jay looked like he's 5 years younger than you. No stomach, got abs, got a full beard with no gray in it, damn near. And you're over here looking like the oldest Oos, and you're only maybe 2 to 3 minutes older than him. That don't make no sense. So they about to split them up because they also know the Usos not about to keep beating people with no frog splashes and no super kicks, and that's just about to get them through these matches. No, it's 2023, and WWE has way better talent than them. For example, the Street Profits. They are not about to keep hoeing the Street Profits, especially when the Street Profits are doing what the New Day was doing, and that's get high merchandise sales. You know what I'm saying?
Just like the Usos and the Bloodlines, they get high merchandise sales right now for shit show. But I get
No,
what you're
no.
saying.
Roman is going to have merchandise in sales for shit show because the Usos ain't about to be doing the Usos no more. All that penitentiary shit is over with, bro. And they showing you. That's why they calling Jay main event Jay Uso. Jay about to come out with his own line of shit because that shit is over with.
We shall see. That's something to keep our eyes on.
Up next, we got Bailey talking to Adam Pearce about getting a tag opportunity for Damage Control. Instead, Adam puts Bailey in a number one contenders triple threat match for Bianca Belair's Raw Women's title. It was clear as day that Damage Control was not fucking with that newfound information. They almost looked like they wanted to whoop Bailey's ass. And then they told her, you better get in there and tell him you better put one of us in that match instead of you. How many times you done lost to Bianca? And us as fans aren't trying to see that no more. You know what I'm
Yeah, so
saying?
that was a great move.
Right. So we don't know exactly who Adam Pearce selected, but we'll find out later on when their match comes, and we'll have more of an update on that. That segment was hilarious though, because that was a long time coming. We've been waiting for that moment. Damage Control, y'all need to take some control of Bailey and put her ass in the back. Y'all should be the ones that's getting brought up. You're the new fresh faces on Raw. What did you think about their backstage moment?
Overall, the segment was cool. It was just like funny because I feel like, as like you said, the fans don't want to see that anymore. Bailey losing, so it's like funny to see Damage Control addressing it. Like, you had your opportunities. It's time for us to get our
Yeah,
opportunities.
and it also shows that they're tired of being a tag team. They didn't come to the main roster thinking that they wanted to be tag team champions. You know that was just something that WWE forced them into, just to introduce them to the main roster.
Yeah,
But now it's their time to split apart and challenge for that world championship. That's what it's about at the end of the day. And if they both can't even challenge for that, then at least make another championship for them to challenge for. I would
definitely.
love to see a women's United States champion. And not only that, but see Dakota Kai as that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So that way women's talent isn't getting wasted, because that's exactly what's happening when you're trying to put Bailey as the face of a tag team that she's not even a part of. That doesn't make any sense.
yeah. It's just getting out of hand now. Bailey's career has been on a halt because of it, and I feel like the same can go for Io Sky and Dakota Kai. So I feel as though it's time for them to step it up and be Three Musketeers on their own type of shit. They can reunite, like you always say. Don't have to fall on bad terms,
Yeah,
but they could just be like, it's time for us to have our own journey.
right.
It'd be cool as fuck every time there's like a battle royal or like a moment where it's like a bunch of like a ganging up on. They just gang up together on everybody else, but other than that, they're on their own shit.
Yeah, bro. And I hope with this draft coming up, they split that group up. Send Dakota Kai to SmackDown. Doesn't she look like she should be on
I
SmackDown?
actually think the opposite. I want Io Sky on SmackDown, like Dakota Kai on Raw.
Why would you want that?
Because I feel like Io Sky is more primed right now and does high flying shit that should be on Fox versus there's nobody in that division that really could do that. And Dakota Kai is a good worker, so she provides that consistency on Monday Night Raw. You look forward to having a good workers man's match. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you on that. I just wanted to see her on SmackDown because I feel like she'd be legible competition for Rhea Ripley. I feel like they'd have really good feuds. And anybody that knows Dakota Kai, she ain't for none. She is a pit bull for real. You know what I mean? So
Spoiled with her.
yeah, so Rhea's not gonna just be able to step on her and everything goes sweet. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we get a really good storyline out of that. That's the only reason why I'd see her go into SmackDown.
Yeah, but I just feel that also as well. Io has that history with Rhea, and they've had some classic matches as well. So I'd like to see that if you get reunited on the main event, like a real spectrum where everyone can behold that.
Yeah, and you know WWE is gonna do what they typically do to Japanese talent in that type of situation. You're going down. Rhea about to step on her. And Rhea would have stepped on Dakota Kai too. I'm just saying it would have been a way harder fade with Dakota Kai.
I
That's my
suppose.
only gig.
Up next, we got Bronson Reed taking on Bobby Lashley, and this is the most hard-hitting, best match to me on Raw. This match basically ended in a draw because they got counted out, but that just tells you that they were such an even match. They didn't know how to really attack each other. So I'm looking forward to the second bout between them because now they know each other and know what they can get away with. Bronson Reed was able to break out the Hurt Lock. He didn't necessarily get it fully in there, but he's able to break Bobby's hands for even locking into it. He with the fact that he fucking hit Bobby with that shoulder press. I just think Bronson Reed's a real interesting, like a talented, funny guy. Even behind the scenes, when he's talking to backstage, how he sized Bobby up the week before was funny as hell.
I thought that was funny. I thought he was low key gonna be a tag partner with Bobby. I didn't see him actually having a match with Bobby until at the end of that promo.
Yeah, I don't see it. That tells me he got a lot of character development right there. Like from whatever he went over to Japan and came back, he worked on his craft so he can carry himself on the biggest stage. Because Bobby's the former world heavyweight champion. So if Bronson does end up getting a win over him, that's gonna put him definitely in that main event type caliber.
I feel like Bobby got too much momentum to even let that happen. And when you said it was evenly matched, it kind of took me back because I'm like, I didn't really see it like that, honestly. I seen it like Bobby was really getting the best of him, and because Bobby wanted to do the hurt lock so bad to everybody, he pretty much lost that match for himself. Even though the match had no winner, Bobby could have won that match, but he decided to, like I said, put him in that hurt lock. And Bronson Reed's arms is basically the size of both my legs put together. So Bobby trying to wrap both his arms around it, it looked like it was impossible to even begin with. So that's why I want Bobby to stop trying to do that for him and hit his fat ass with that spear or hit Bronson Reed with the Dominator. You know, bring that move back because you're not about to just be able to lock in the hurt lock on him, bro. It's not possible. It's not believable. And what? Bronson Reed is gonna tap out or he's gonna pass out like all the other dumbasses be doing. Uh,
He's
uh.
tired.
You really passed out to a full Nelson. Nah, stop playing. I need Bobby to really dominate him. Bobby was dominating him at the end of the match. He picked him up with one arm and slammed him on his back, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's still he still couldn't get the pin though. He still ended
Well,
up
he wasn't going for the pin.
because
He went for the hurt lock because he always trying
and
to be on some
Bronson broke
shit.
that shit. Like, nigga, get off me. So we'll see about that, Faye. We'll see about that.
You're a monster, bro.
Yeah.
Why you going against the grain? You just don't. You see, that's how true it is. Bobby, like I said, got too much momentum right now. He just won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. He just stepped on Mustafa Ali, did him bogus. And like I just said, he just manhandled the fuck out of Bronson Reed. Nobody else on the roster is picking him up with one arm and slamming his fat ass on his back with Bobby
hands.
Lashley's stature.
There's two hands.
No, bro. He had the support hand, but he had him up like this, okay, and then let him have it. So stop playing with the Almighty. You know what I'm saying? But don't get me wrong, bro. This is a great fade for Bobby Lashley, and it's gonna give him some more credibility when he does step on him for show at WrestleMania Backlash, and I can't wait to see it. But at the same time, Bronson Reed ain't for none. Don't get me wrong. He is not for none. He don't play with nobody, bro. But he's not going to be enough for Bobby Lashley.
Honestly, it's kind of crazy when you think about it because I do see him losing to Bronson Reed. Just because he do got this momentum. And he did just win this Andre the Giant Battle Royal that Bronson Reed was mad about. So I definitely do see Bronson Reed getting a victory over the Almighty. Not saying the Almighty not going to maybe have a multiple feud and beat him, but I do see Bronson Reed as getting an established victory over him because I need AEW to make newer stars. Like Bronson Reed, he has the
But
potential.
why does it have to be at Bobby's expense?
Because somebody is legible. I'm not looking at him because he's black. I'm looking at him as a legible content, someone to beat. That's okay. That's legible.
That's fact. But, like, there's some other legible people out there.
There's
Bobby
not
Lashley just should not be getting Hold. And when you have the name Almighty, bro, the last thing we trying to see is you get done up. You should not be getting done up. You out there looking like the world's buffest milk dud. You cannot be getting beat up by anybody or getting no. That's why he got a better record over Brock Lesnar. That's why he do what's his name, Braun Strowman bad every time. This man can't be no different. He can't be no different for your career, Bobby Lashley. This man can't be no different.
Nah, you'll be okay, Bobby. But I hear you though.
You feel me? Like anybody else. Let him be. Let Braun Strowman take that type of shit. That's
Braun
what we.
Strowman is weak.
That's what
why.
we exactly. That's what we need him here for right now.
He's the next Big Show, but nowhere near as much prestige. And
nowhere near as much prestige. Didn't Big Show hold the world title twice?
He held it multiple times, and he held every title. He ECW, WCW, WWE, and and
hella titles, low key. Yeah, Big Show's low key the greatest big man of all time.
Mm.
Braun Strowman, I don't see that in his future.
Next up, we got Cody Rhodes coming to the ring. They shoot before he even addresses the crowd. You see him walk into the ring. He's like, "Do we get that thing on him or something?" Like he was trying to make sure he was good, you know. But he came to the ring and pretty much stated his claim and kind of addressed Brock. He said, "Usually I come through with promos and like I'm focused, but nah, I'm not focused now because the Beast basically threw me off my course." And it's funny as though because he basically said something along the lines like, "When you look in the mirror, Brock, you should see prey." And I know Brock was laughing like, "Boy, I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna catch you.
I'm gonna do you cold."
Because I was just playing with you for real. I didn't see no blood.
Yeah, Brock looked like he could have definitely did him way worse.
That's why he had to keep.
I've seen Brock do people way worse.
That's why he kept spinning the block because he was like, "Low key, I gotta make this legible."
Yeah, I gotta turn it up. I gotta turn it up a little bit.
You main event, right?
Right.
You a threat.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Cody coming out Brock like this is dope though, because it's not showing him crybaby and doing nothing like that. Yeah. And just the interest of seeing how this match is gonna play out is definitely selling Backlash to me. So I'm interested to see how everything's gonna play out.
Yeah, Cody was talking about he's gonna make Brock a victim. LOL.
So
We're gonna see about that.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna have to like do some weaponry or something. Like I can't see you just what you gonna do to Brock, but he ain't even done. He's a combat specialist.
Right. I'm happy that Cody is talking like this because it shows that he ain't soft and he ain't for none. But he better walk it like he talk it because Brock is really about that. And like we said, we done seen Brock do people way worse than that. Way worse. It looked like Brock didn't even want to do that for real. It looked like Brock was like, okay, this is the right time to do it. I got to do it. Let me do it. Sorry, Cody. Drop you on your fucking neck. F5 on your face.
Absolutely doing the worst.
Yeah. And not only did he do him bad, but Brock was executing all his moves on him perfectly.
On point.
Like on point. I ain't seen Brock do them F5s like that in a long ass time.
You said someone that's not like damn near 300 pounds. Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I haven't had like build like this since like damn near John, and John's a little too heavy himself.
Which was 11 years ago when Brock came and attacked John. And we had to wait a few months for John to finally be champion. I feel like they trying to recreate the same thing, but with Cody now, 10 years later. So we're going to see how this shit play out. Pray for Cody because he going to need it. Up next, the Usos pick up a real nice win against the Alpha Academy. You know what I'm saying? That was some real good tag team wrestling. No I couldn't hate on that. That was arguably, again, one of the best matches of the night, just wrestling wise.
You didn't believe it. I wrote in here, I said, "Jimmy, this is the best match I've seen from Jimmy in a long time." Not even the match at WrestleMania he had was good.
Yeah, but I felt like Jay really carried him mostly throughout this match, and that's why Jay was the one to get the pin. In the end, main event, Jay Uso once again. So that again, y'all be looking out for that. That's telling. I will say though, I hope WWE splits up Chad and Otis. Chad should have never been placed in this tag team with Otis in the fucking first place. He should be a United States champion or IC champion by now. You know what I'm saying? But his growth has been stunted because he's been over here trying to build Otis's career. And you guys already diminished his career when you took the money in the bank off him, shitted on him. So I'm like, there's just no point of Chad being in this tag team with him no more, bro. I'm happy that Otis is about to go and start his little model career. Good for him. Let him do that shit. Chad, let's go get these titles, bro, and we're gonna get you on the road to Kurt Angle type shit. We'll get you some world titles in there, maybe two, like a year or two from now.
He'd be focused on so much better shit.
Yeah. There's just a way better route for Chad Gable right now, and him doing what he's doing right now with Otis is definitely not helping him at all. That boy a wrestling machine for real.
Yeah, he was going crazy. I thought they were gonna win because he
I
was going crazy.
no cap, bro. And I was like, yeah, go ahead and beat the Usos.
Yeah.
Because Roman is really gonna do these niggas bad. He gonna expose them. Up next, we have the triple threat match between Michin, Piper, and Io Sky, which we find out is who replaces Bayley in this match. Io Sky gets the win over these scrubs and makes herself eligible to compete in that triple threat match for Bianca Belair's world title. I'm happy Io got the opportunity, but no way in hell she's beating Bianca Belair. What did you think about this match?
Overall, this is a good showing just for Io Sky. These other two people struggle to get TV time and lack interest for me to get invested in. So I didn't see them having no chance of winning over Io. So this is a great victory for her, and I feel like she needed this spotlight.
Yeah, how do you think she's gonna fare against Bianca Belair and whoever the other opponent is? I think it's gonna be Asuka.
She will win, but it's gonna be a dope showing.
Oh yeah, and I don't mind seeing Bianca Belair step on both of them.
And for our main event, bro, we got Solo Sikoa taking on one half of the Unified Tag Team Champions in Kevin Owens. No Sami Zayn, of course, because there were delayed flight issues and whatnot. What do you think about this match? I love the storytelling of KO having that bum wheel and Solo just keep going at it. That shows like veteranship and like that. He knows how to break somebody down and tell a story in a match through his physicality in the ring.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed the match. It was a good match for Solo to actually win. He needed this to add some more credibility onto his enforcer role because you can't be called that and you can't get a win over Kevin Owens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
yeah, that was a good win for him. And since he beat a former world champion, maybe this might lead into some more titles in his future. Like
Definitely.
maybe the North American Championship again because he lost that strangely, or the IC or United States Championship.
Yeah, I just want the mid card division to be a little bit better now and more exciting because you guys have this claim to being the best and tough. Why isn't everyone getting a turn with these titles or being able to knock somebody off and somebody gotta be tougher than somebody?
Right. Raw was cool this week, but I thought the storytelling was better than the wrestling. Like Becky Lynch's match was, oh my god, that was horrible. That was one of the worst wrestling matches that I've ever seen. Like they was botching moves every second. You could just tell that they just shouldn't have been in the ring together at
Not a
all. You know what I'm
chance.
saying? On the other hand, I am excited to see Brock Lesnar go against Cody Rhodes. I feel like Brock Lesnar is going to be whooping his ass throughout the week, though, leading up to their match. I also don't see Cody winning their first meeting. What did you think about the overall Raw this week?
Yeah, overall this show was cool. It didn't have too much going on, but I just followed up from last week the suspense of Cody, how he's gonna handle Brock, and he came out in a different fashion. I just didn't know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm,
seeing him come out here and taking charge, I was like, okay, man, But like you said, interested to see how he's gonna fare in the next coming week. And that's all. That's all I'm gonna say about this. Is I hit this and take a trip to Pluto. I ain't never hit this bomb before, guys, so I'm doing it for y'all for the one time.
Take it to the head. Take it to the head. Yeah, I like a good bong with a lot of shit going on in the inside. So that way when I hit it, it look cool. That's my whole thing.
Glad you see. That's Franchise Jerry's whole thing. There you go.
I got multiple ways of getting high, y'all. Y'all come fuck with me. I might have to write a book for y'all. But that's going to wrap up our Raw review. We appreciate everybody for once again tuning in with your boys, the franchise kid, franchise Jerry, and my dog.
I think I need a Fiji water.
And you guys have been watching the greatest show on YouTube right now, and that's Wrestling with Xotics, man. We appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys also like, comment, and subscribe, man.
Share the shit with the world, y'all.
And make sure you turn on your post notifications so you know every time we drop a track, man. Peace.